So I'm joined by Manager Phil Burke after a 0-0 draw away at Crewe. In a game of very few chances, not much of anything really. Phil, what was your take on the game as a whole?
I mean, to be fair, I think my blood pressure's still a little bit high, but I thought it was boring, to be honest. I don't think, as you said, I don't think there was much going on. I think both teams obviously at the post early in the second half. Trying to think of anything of note actually happened. I thought the first half was definitely, probably one of the most boring games we've had this season. That's not on Crewe. I thought Crewe were the better side, to be honest. That's on us. I don't think we had enough attacking intent. I don't think we had enough energy about us. I don't think we had enough of the things that make us the team that we are and what you would say our identity is, to be honest. So I thought we had a really positive reaction to the half-time team talk. I thought they implemented the messages perfectly well in the first 5 or 10 minutes. Probably should have got a goal in that time. We were a little bit more open the other way as well, where Crewe almost caught us a couple of times on the counter, but I was so much happier with that. It was a lot more interesting. It became a little bit of end-to-end stuff, and I'd much rather have that been the way that the second half played out, but it wasn't the case. And I think in the end there was only really one team that looked like winning it in the last 20-25 minutes, and it wasn't us.
Just on that, you mentioned about Millie Latham having a chance just after half time, striking the post after what was said at half time. From then on in, did you ever feel that you were going to win the game at all?
At that point, yeah. I thought, like I say, we reacted really, really well to the half-time messages. We come out with a lot more about us. We were really showing the quality we had. I know we were missing quite a few players, but there's still a hell of a lot of quality in our team today. So there'd be no excuses. And I think if we'd have carried on in that way that we did in the first 10 minutes of the second half, I still think we'd have probably won the football match. But unfortunately, I think after the first two early chances, we just decided to stop doing it.
Some supporters over there after the game and before the game, to be fair, asked about the availability with only having 12. It's a pretty rare occasion for Unity to only have 12 players at any fixture. What's the story behind the players missing?
Well, we've got a lot of injuries, to be honest. And then again, a couple of unavailabilities. But it is what it is. We're not gonna go on about having a depleted squad and this, that and the other. We've got enough players. We've got 11 players, 12 players, as you said, so we should be trying to win the football match. So look, it happens. You're not going to go through a season having 16 every single week. I know obviously we do quite well with numbers, but it's just one of them things. Not going to moan about it before the game, not going to moan about it after the game, win, lose or draw. You deal with the cards you've been dealt, and I think the team we had today should have done a lot more to win the football match, but we didn't. It doesn't matter too much. I just hope that we put in a much better performance next week.
Darwin next week in the Alliance Design and Print semi-final then. A game that you'd imagine would be an extremely tough test. What would be the preparations for that, given the availability today?
Same as always, obviously. A lot of the players today need to want to react. They need to want to implement messages. And look, we've got a full week of training to make sure we get that right. And myself and the staff will put the time in between now and Tuesday night to make sure that the messages will be there. And then the girls have to do the stuff on the football pitch. We do our part, the girls do their part, and if we do that, I believe that we'll be okay. But if either one of those groups don't do the job, then I think Darwin will beat us.
Finally then, a good away following again on Mother's Day. It's for a game that obviously can't win the league anymore. What have you any message for the support after today?
Yeah, just a massive thank you again. You've been amazing for us all season, and listen, we're now approaching another massive game for us in our season. So I know we're not able to play at Avro, obviously playing at Padium, which is different for us, neutral venue basically, but if they can come down and then get the numbers there and try and make it still a home atmosphere for us. I know it's a lot closer to Darwin than it is to us, but just do your best to get there, get behind the girls, because we've got another cup final to target.
Thanks for your time, Phil, and good luck against Darwin next week.
Thank you, mate.